Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger from Picks and Parlays. We are talking baseball. It is full swing. Just a reminder, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell if you want notifications every time we post a new video. We're heading to the AL East to talk Red Sox Rays. We've got Scott Rickenbach joining us to talk Red Sox Rays. Rays favoring this one at -145. The over-under is 8.5. Initial thoughts on this one?
Hi, Chelsea. Yeah, thanks. I'm very surprised actually at the total on this one. I guess I shouldn't say surprised, but it's just that I think we've got a lot of value here with this total at 8.5. It's based on the name pitchers that are involved here because you've got Evaldi going for the Red Sox and Morton for the Rays, but neither one of these pitchers has been in the zone so far this season. Be careful looking at Evaldi's ERA. He's got a 2.45, I believe, on the season, but he faced the Orioles in the first game. And then in the second game, he faced the Mets and gave up 8 hits, I believe, in 5 innings. And one of the things I want to mention for all you guys betting baseball and handicapping baseball, always be careful just looking at a box score. You want to go see if guys, if they were getting on from bloop singles or if they're actually really crushing the ball against a pitcher. And in Evaldi's case, he's given up a lot of hard contact. Those 8 hits, a lot of line drives. He was fortunate that he didn't have more damage in that start, and he is struggling early this season. He's not the same pitcher he was. He had an ERA near 6 last season because he's been dealing with, of course, he's had 2 Tommy John surgeries in his lifetime. He's such a hard thrower. It's taken a toll on his body. And again, he was injured part of last year, missed part of last year. I just don't think he's exactly right. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Rays bats, but again, Evaldi's given up a lot of hard contact, and the major league hitters, if guys are making mistakes, they're going to make them pay. And on the other side, Morton, I really do like him, but he's off early this season. His first start was horrible. He was a little better in the second start, but he did give up 6 hits in 5 innings. And I looked, and again, he's given up some hard contact. And the one thing the Red Sox can do is swing the bats pretty well. They can do some damage. And Morton, the Red Sox hitters are familiar with Morton, so they could get to him early and often in this contest. I do like the Rays bullpen, of course. They're a solid pitching team, but still, this total at 8.5 is really giving us some nice value on the over, in my opinion.
Right. As you mentioned, the bats are the key for the Red Sox. If they can keep swinging the
Yes.
bats like they were against the Rays, or excuse me, against the Yankees, I think they have a chance to win it as underdogs in this one. That's why I like the Red Sox at +140. Xander Bogaerts is seeing the ball well, 4 for 4 with 2 home runs against the Yankees. Granted, Paxton wasn't throwing nearly the velocity that he has been, so I think the Yankee staff wasn't, the best. But I do like the Red Sox bats just a little bit more in this one. The Rays, on the other hand, couldn't even score against the Orioles. They're coming off a sweep against the Orioles after starting the season 4-1. So I think both teams are scuffling a little bit. So there's urgency for both of them. But I just like the value play on the Red Sox here a little better.
Yes, I agree there. You have to, it's important in baseball betting, of course, money line sports, to look at value. And in this case, I would have to agree with you that where you've got a good chance with a solid underdog, it's worth taking a shot in that kind of a price range. And about Bogarts, I just want to make one comment. The Red Sox lineup is still very, very strong, but it's not what it was a
Mm-hmm.
couple years ago. And I have to say, why even pitch to that guy? I'm just saying, like, try not to give him anything to hit because he is so good, and he certainly is a fantastic ball player.
Right. And the Rays, like I mentioned, you just can't count on their lineup to produce runs because their pitching staff is pretty good. And Charlie Morton traditionally has been good. He's their opening day starter. But even though the Red Sox bullpen is absolutely atrocious, I will say
Yes.
that.
So I think the Rays will eventually get some runs here at home, and that's why I like the over. But yeah, it's going to be could be a back and forth game. So some good value there to look at with the underdog too, for sure.
All right. As always, thanks, Scott, for joining us. That's going to wrap it up for a Red Sox and Rays picks on Picks and Parlays.